Purposeful parents don't parent the way they are parented. World is changing. The right knowledge is very, very important, and that is why we must go for it. Gone are those days when parents shout and beat kids before everybody. Why? Because they want you to know that they are disciplinaries. Those days when they do it, they hail them, and then they begin to wonder, why is this child always pulling back? Why is it that the child cannot stand among others? Their esteem has actually been affected. So many things have gone wrong. It's been scientifically proven that children who live in tense environments where they shout and all manner of things go affect their brain. What happened? Knowledge. But those days our parents do not have that knowledge, and then they flow like that. But we can't parent the way they parented. Discipline strategy of those days is just beating. That they've told you what to do or not. Once you go wrong, you are beating. Somebody said don't beat a child until you have already told the child about such thing before. They beat you or not because you could not get something, whether they have taught you or not. Children become very obedient, and people say yes, they were very obedient because of the beating. But once they step a little bit outside the house and they know that nobody is there to beat, they become their real self. But there are strategies. I began to read books, and I began to leverage on communication, on building structure, on consequences. And you don't have to fight your way through. You should only follow through. I begin to explain to my children why they should not do something. I begin to explain to them what they should do instead. I begin to let them know that there are consequences to this thing if they do it. And I begin to follow up with consequences. If I did not get there, I will continue to embrace knowledge until I get there. That you can talk to your child and your child can listen without a cane. That you can talk to your child without shouting and the child will respond. That is what you have already conditioned by knowledge. Just take sex as an example. I said sex conversation, I discover is much more than private part. It goes down to how can you raise a child that has a good self-esteem from home. When you have a good self-esteem for girls, when you get outside, nothing carries you off your shoes. How can a child control himself? If you are leaving your house and you have to leave your kids and go with the remote to work, you have not done your work. But if you can go to work and say, do not on this TV, it is so time, and they do, you have done a great work. It takes knowledge to get there.